the thought I perceive the world, or me is perceiving something. And the other way around is me is already something that is perceived. The I is something that is perceived. Perception in its non-personal state is perceiving the me and the I. And out of the state, the reference point of me, it seems to be that I would see the world around me. And even that I'm not sure, because it's just a reference point. And there's no thing like the truth, because there are only reference points looking into something that can be described as a universe. And it just depends on the language and how this mind is conditioned, in which way. So endless perspectives looking into this. The eye of God is looking into God, or not. And out of this reference point of me, I can never sense or perceive another reference point in its total complexity. Only I can see an image of another reference point, but I never know what the other is, and I don't even know what I am, because I don't perceive my reference point in the whole complexity of the programming or whatever it seems to appear. It's like nonsense, but this is a nice concept, that there are only reference points, and something like endless space, and even the description of an endless space is empty, or it's just word, because you even don't know if there is space when you don't have any word or knowledge about it. But in the concept of space and all the reference points, there's so much space that all these fucking reference points can be in it. And then being so stupid to tell someone that your reference point is better than my reference point, and to fight that you can take over. This is the beginning of fascism, but this craziness has been and will be, maybe. It's just a play of reference points. So after all this reference point fucking stuff, I could ask myself, who am I if I'm not the reference point? So, and it's only the reference point who wants to know who one is, what one is. Because the reference point doesn't know anything. It's just what it is. What is it? Do you think there's something else which could know this, what it is? And is this what is even something that can be known? Is it some kind of knowledge? So, just nonsense what I talk. So it's just, in a way, me is the limitation of a reference point feeling that it is not all there is, this reference point, and wanting more because there's a longing for not limitation, but there's no escape out of the perceiving of limitation, because in each way, when there is someone describing something like infinity or not limited, it's limitation again, because they're the opposite, and still it's limited. So be that what is limitation, that what is not limitation, or that what even does know limitation and what does not know limitation, what doesn't need the definition of limitation and infinity and eternity. So, and like each night in deep sleep, or when you forget yourself, when you don't do anything to remember yourself, when there's nothing to remember, like in the absence of experiences, there's no knowledge about limitation and no knowledge about separation and eternity or whatever. But in the presence of me and the reference point and all the knowledge, in the presence of the knowledge, there are all this stuff, this duality or this polarity. So what? Like, this is nice. Like in the presence, you are that what the presence is, and in the absence, you are that what the absence is. But you are neither the presence nor the absence. You are that what is. But what doesn't become present through the presence, and what doesn't become absent through the absence. But what I seem to experience is there's no escape to going back to this fucking personal human stuff where I experience myself in a lot of limitation as a reference point, trying to want something what I even don't know what it is. Hallelujah.